Hello, everyone. Welcome to Campus Catalyst. Today is not what is trending. Today is about mental health and wellness, particularly in students and academic settings. And in our studios today, I have Mary Stella, who will be joining me in the conversation on this particular topic. It is about mental health. We all know how important it is for us to prioritize our mental health as students and find ourselves in school, on the campus and all of that. It all adds up to our mental health. So we'll be talking about that. But before we delve into the discussion, let's go for a quick break. When we return, we will get you into the stories on mental health. Okay, welcome back from that break. Mary Stella, you're talking about mental health among students today. Are you happy about it?
Very, very happy because that's one of the areas of health that nobody talks about or people are afraid to actually talk about. So I'm so excited that we are actually doing this today.
Yes, but before I say anything else, I want you to know that Mary Stella is a midwife and a trained physician assistant. Great. So she has some knowledge on this particular topic, and she will share with us. And I also will share some personal experiences as well. Exactly. So tell me something about this whole mental health topic.
So mental health is it actually refers to how we feel, how we talk, like it's basically has to do with our thoughts and emotions. That's what mental health is about. Or it's about the brain and the emotions.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges you think students face that puts them into mental health, or I don't know how to say
it. Factors that contribute to
mental health in students. We're talking about academic settings, so yes, in students.
Okay, so first of all, I'll talk about financial problems. Mm-hmm. So coming from a poor background, it's one of the indicators for being
a mental health student. It's not funny. It's not funny. True, it's not funny, but if there's a way we could put it, being a mental health.
Using my personal experience, like poverty is one hell of a problem that can actually push you into a mental health problem such as depression. So I would say that poverty is one of them. Then also academic stress.
Talk about academic stress because I'm telling you, it is not easy.
The whole pressure of wanting to be on top of your game, wanting to keep up with studies, and wanting to keep up with the exam pressure. Someone like me, I would always want to be on top. So it's 4.0 or nothing. That's what I aim at. So something like that. Yeah, something like that can actually put a lot of mental stress on you. And if you don't take time, you may break down.
Talking about academic stress, I'm telling you, one day I just sat in my room. I was working on assignment. I was like, I'm tired. I cried. I'm not going to lie.
You did?
I did. And then I just cleaned my teeth and whether you like it or not, you will do it.
Sure.
Sometimes the stress becomes so much. Lecturers give so many assignments. Some of them will just pack you with assignments.
Yeah.
Some are practical assignments. Some are just research, and because presentation stress, even your mates that are in your group are not helping you to even do the research. When it happens like that, it is a whole lot on you because you want to get that 4.0 and you don't want anybody's
talking about 4.0. Don't forget that some parents also put pressure on their wards that it's either first class or you are not coming back home. So that's also another form of source or another source of mental
that is very true. Just yesterday I heard a student talking about she has 4.5. That's her CGPA, 4.5, and that's her mother told her that is impressive. She's level 200. She's a diploma student. She's going out of school very soon. This year, and 4.5. This parent said, this is not good. Why do you have 4.5? Why can't you get 5.0? I don't like this. Do it this way, do it that way. I want this. Now, how do you expect the child to go and get the 5.0? Do you know the stress the child is going through?
Yeah.
They don't even consider that.
So something like that, the child will even be scared of going back home. So that alone, like, can push you into a state of
Fear.
thinking and fear. You wouldn't want to go back home. Yeah, with a CGP of 4.0 when your parents want 5.0.
Not even
So
that.
unnecessary expectation. Yeah.
Unnecessary expectations. The fact that you are even in the same house with them, you live with them,
They're
and they
paying your
still
fees, yeah.
hammer on it. I need this. I need to get this. I need to get this. But they don't ask you, how are you doing in school? Are you stressed out?
Mm.
What is it that is going on? Can I help you? They don't see that. They just pay their fees and they want us to do well.
Sure. Some of them don't even pay the fees. However you survive, I mean, it's up to you. And that's really a sad thing because you don't know what your ward is eating in school. You don't even, some don't even take the time to find out, oh, how are you coping up with studies? How they don't, some don't care. And it's really, really sad.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Talking about the challenges, we have some challenges like academic pressure and stress, which we just talked about.
Sure.
We have bullying and harassment. Talking about bullying and harassment, have you ever been bullied?
Have I? No, I haven't really been bullied, but then I think that growing up, I had self-esteem issues.
Mm-hmm.
So a little knock, then I enter into my shell. So I can say that people used their words in a certain way to bully me. So I had this friend who can look at me and say that you are beautiful than you. And I used to believe it, like I used to believe it, but not anymore, you know. Yeah. So I haven't actually been bullied before, but that's the way I feel like I was bullied. They were hitting on myself, my low self-esteem, yeah, to get at me.
For me, I don't know if I should call that bullying or not, but then there were, I think, one time in JHS, I had an issue with my skin on my face. So they talk about me, and others have this perfect skin, you know, it's smooth and all of that. So I wanted whatever that was on my face to go like instantly.
Yeah.
Did you know I went back home the day they were talking about, and it's not nice on your face, and a whole lot. I went back home that day. I scratched whatever that was on my face.
Really?
Yes.
So did it disappear?
And then
or?
It didn't. That's the worst part. It didn't even disappear. But then it left. Like it took some time for it to just clear on my face, thinking that when I do it overnight, it's going to go.
So that can also bring us to body shaming and all those.
That alone can get you into the mental health. Yeah. Because why are you bullying me? They bullied me about my hair. I don't know whether I would say it's bullying or not, but they bullied me about my hair. You have red hair. You lack protein.
But that's what actually makes you unique, you know.
Exactly. They don't see all of that. Yeah. Okay, this conversation is getting interesting. Let's go for a quick breather. When we return, we will tell you more and more stories. Okay, welcome back from that breather. Mary Stella, tell us something. I want to hear from you.
Okay. So we'll be talking about how we can balance schoolwork with self-care or extracurricular activities.
Okay.
So the first thing we have here is prioritizing. So prioritizing means that you put first things first. Yeah. Then we also have self-reflection. So you should know yourself and know your limitations.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you add something to it?
Talking about know your limitations, you know where you know when you are tired.
Okay.
know when you think you have to take a rest,
Sure.
so you don't end up putting so much on you. I sometimes I do end up putting so much on me. You know, you have
But you have a
several
lot of academic work piling up there.
piling
How
up,
can you?
so
Yeah.
you have, if you have other things going on, I think that is where you say time management comes in,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't end up putting so much stress on you. If you know that today I have three schedules, I have to go for 7 a.m. class to 10, 11 to 2, and 2 to 5. If I were to be you, I won't add any other thing to my schedule, because going to class alone, to sit for 4 or 3 hours or 2.5 hours just for a lecturer to lecture you or take you through all this process. In fact, the fact that you're sitting down is already stress. So you
Okay.
should, I mean, time management comes in as part of it all. Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing here is seeking support. A lot of us
Do
would want
not.
to swallow it all. Like
True.
seeking help is one of the things I find
Why
difficult.
why should I seek for support? That is a question they say. Why should I seek for support? Because someone look at me and be like, "Oh, you are perfect. Everything is fine about you.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you even asking for the support?" That is the question they would ask themselves. So because of that, you would end up not even asking anybody for help or
Well,
even
you are
talking to your own
dying.
parents,
You are
but you're
dying
dying
in.
inside.
Yeah.
But I think it's about time for us to get out of those, I mean, that shell,
Sure.
so that when we are in something, we should get someone who we trust, someone who is trustworthy, speak to them and let them advise you.
Okay.
I mean, that is the way you could go about it. If not, social media will just stress you out. If you go on social media right now trying to look for support, they will tell you you have a I want to mention some sickness I don't even know.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you are describing to them how you feel online, they give you this whole description, and then you think that that is a condition you have, but that is not what you have.
Talking about online, do you actually think going online is the best way to seek for support when you have a mental health
It is not.
um,
It is not the
problem?
best way. It will give you all the reasons to convince yourself that you have mental health issue, and you might end up.
You know, there's a lot of stigma out
Mhm,
there concerning mental health.
yeah,
So you are even scared of
talking to people.
talking about your mental health to people. And to make matters worse, once you put out there that maybe I'm depressed, I'm
Mhm.
having anxiety, people start to think you are mad.
True.
And
Talking about that, a friend of mine called me and he said, "Chacha, I have serious depression. I'm into. In fact, I've been taken to a psychiatric hospital. I spent 3 days over there. Please do not tell anybody." And I said, "Trust me, I'm not going to tell anybody." So now I'm not telling anybody that this friend has gone through a 3 day psychiatric whatever treatment just to get well because he's depressed, has a lot of things going on around him, education, taking care of his siblings, a lot of things.
but I would like to dispel this myth out there that the fact that you are having a mental breakdown at a point in time doesn't mean you are mad.
You're mad.
So if you're
I think
experiencing
that is
something
what
like
is
that,
true.
you are anxious, you are depressed, feel free to seek for medical attention.
Attention. Don't think because you're mad that is why
Yeah,
you
no,
have to
no,
go to
no.
psychiatric hospital. I think they go there as well to receive treatment, not
Mhm.
because they are mad, but to help their
Yeah.
mental health in
Have
general.
you ever, I mean, personally, have you ever experienced something like that?
Okay. I mean,
Or have you reached a point where you feel like your mental health
okay,
is,
yes. When I finished, I don't know if it's okay to put this out there, but then I finished school
I mean, we are educating the
exactly
public, so
2023, sorry, 2017. I finished my senior high school education and I
mhm.
stayed home for 5 years before coming to the uni.
Okay.
So through all those, I mean,
Oh,
years,
that
a
must
lot
be
went
really
on with
hard.
me. Yes, it was really hard because some friends have gone ahead of you and then you see them and you compare yourself to them and they don't even want to talk to you. Some just brush you off and you
So
feel
you
like,
feel
"Oh,
left out.
exactly." So it was a lot going on with me. I could sit in my room all day and I won't step out of my room. My dad is not around. He would go, I mean, for a long to Adan, he goes somewhere
Okay.
and then he comes back on the weekend. So all those days that I'm alone, I just cry in my room. because who am I going to talk to? Even if I talk, they tell me, "Oh, your time will come. It's okay. You're going to be fine." That is all it is. But then, of course, I've been in that situation before. But then, I came out of it when I accepted that no, they are special in their own way. Your time will come, and you definitely go. So I started learning skills, making myself busy. I learned wig making just to keep myself busy, and I got out of it gradually. So when I got admission to university, I was like, "Oh la la, I'm done."
Okay. Personally, I went through a lot when I was in my nursing training, my SHS. Like, I went through a lot, especially financially. So it actually made me kind of depressed, and it was a whole lot. But then it got to a time I had to accept it that I have a problem, which means that acceptance is one of the ways that we can actually get out of it. So we'd like to educate the public that if you are feeling signs of mental breakdown, like depression, feeling of extreme sadness, you are feeling fatigued, you don't enjoy certain things anymore, you should seek
medical attention.
Not medical, like you should just seek professional help where they can help you get out of it.
Okay.
So the stigma out there, let's try to curb it. You have depression, it doesn't mean you are mad.
You are mad. You have depression, it doesn't mean you are mad. Let's take note of that. So wrapping up, what do you have to say? We are wrapping up.
Okay, like I said, you should first of all accept that you have a problem. Then you can actually seek for support. And we also advocate that our friends should be people who understand, people who we can depend on when we are in such a situation. So everybody should feel free to talk about mental health, and stakeholders should also take it up from there. Our parents should be people we can actually talk to, because a lot of kids are going through a lot of things that they can't tell anybody, not even their parents. So we'll also
because they'll beat them up. They'll just that depression will come out of you in Jesus' name. You don't have depression, but I think the academic settings should help, because wrapping up, this is what I'm going to say. I don't know if we have peer counseling in my school. I have not really researched about it, but I haven't heard anybody talk about it. But I know about guidance and counseling and all of that. So I think having a peer counseling, I don't know, team or a group or something, that that you talk to your friend, and they'll get selected people who will be trained, so that they will give the students to them, or have meetings where they tell you, okay, if you need help, go to this trusted person, and you are safe with this person. Maybe that will also help students to come out of their shells and then break all these issues with mental health.
And the school should also make a lot of noise about it. They should create more awareness so that students can know that, okay, we have guidance and counseling in our school and can access it.
Thank you, Maristella, for joining us again on Campus Catalyst. Okay, so my name is Theodosia Agovic. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you same time next week.